So we got Chris, Skyler, and Sam McKenzie, and action!
What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Huh? Come on, shoot me then.
Good. Say it again, and shout even more.
Alright. What are you gonna do? Shoot
More,
me?
more.
Huh?
Say it again, say it again, say it again.
All right, let's all take it easy. Nobody's gonna shoot anyone.
This summer, I took my son to a documentary over at the Woods Hole Film Festival, and it was a documentary about George A. Romero and it was called Birth of the Living Dead, and it was a documentary about his experience back in 1967 filming the movie, and how he had lost the rights to it because it was originally called Night of the Flesh Eaters, but the distributor that picked it up changed the title to Night of the Living Dead, and when they did that, they removed the copyright bug that was on the title, and then it became public domain. So I've always known that because I'm a big George A. Romero fan, but I didn't think of it in terms of theater. And when I heard him say that on the movie screen, I sat there in the dark and I was like, Night of the Living Dead? Nah. Wait a minute. Some of the educational components of this multimedia project of Night of the Living Dead, I'm pretty excited about it because it is going to be the first multimedia theatrical presentation. What I mean by that is, since we are adapting it from a movie, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we start the play as a movie? So I've delegated the directing to Michael Christie, who's a senior, and he's been a rock-solid KTC member for his whole entire high school career, and he loves the camera and wants to direct, so I thought he would be a great director for the film element. So he's directing the first 6 minutes of the movie, 6 or 8 minutes of the movie, and that's when the lead characters, John and Barbara, pull up to the cemetery and get chased by the zombie to the farmhouse. So Michael Christie is in charge of that. And the educational component for Michael, his assignment, when I explained it to him, is this. I said, wouldn't it be a fascinating study if you can look at George A. Romero's angles, his Dutch angles, the way he frames a shot, and the emotion in the scenes as well. And can you do kind of somewhat duplicate frame by frame what George A. Romero did? And it's going to be in black and white as well. So it's not just a matter of giving a kid a camera and say, go shoot the first 5 minutes or first 8 minutes. This is taking a lot more preparation and research on Michael's part, and he has just devoured the entire process, and I'm so proud of him. Melinda, do you copy?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm ready for the next one, please.
Okay, they're coming in.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year. Each year we spend good money on these things, and we come out here, and the one from last year is gone.
Well, the flowers die and the caretaker or someone takes them away.
And action.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Huh? Well, then do it! Shoot me!
All right, let's all take it easy. Nobody is going to shoot anyone. Let's all just calm down. There's enough to be concerned about already.
We came up, okay? We're here now. Is that not good enough for you?
Hey, I'm Lasit and I play a stair zombie.
I'm Sam and I play a zombie.
I'm Chris Fox and I play a stair zombie as well.
So what's going on here tonight, fellas?
Well, right now we're at the makeup station on zombie training. So yeah.
So what do we have here? Different
So
stations?
yeah, we got multiple stations, so multiple people can do makeup.
Say that again? What do we got?
We got multiple stations, so multiple people can get their makeup on, like at the same time, so it doesn't take as much.
Time efficiency.
Yeah, time efficiency.
Well, my dad is away, and I think that's on his account, so I'll check to see.
If you don't get one in a couple of weeks, let me know. I just
Sexy. Night of the Grateful Dead. Night of the Grateful Dead.
Oh my god.
Okay, so ready? Meet his face, you can.
Okay, we're in sandwich. No one to offend.
Still, that's terrible.
Especially in this group of people.
Are you waiting to go? Yeah.
Ready?
Next person.
3, 2, 1. One more.
Hi.
Hey, Andrew.
Hi.
I'm doing sound, and I'm also directing the video part of it. So that work that you see will be me, and I'm pumped. This is one of the biggest fall shows.
Definitely, yeah.
One of the biggest fall shows KTC has done. Swing over to you, Jesse.
Yeah, I'm Jess. I'm playing Barbara, and I'm super excited for this one. Definitely the biggest production we've ever done in the fall, so pumped.
I've always loved the zombie apocalypse as an idea. It's been my favorite form of, I guess you could say, sci-fi or whatever. It's always been a favorite literature, like the graphic novels for The Walking Dead and the show even, and I saw Night of the Living Dead for the first time just when we started doing this, and God, it was amazing. I've always been a fan of the zombies, no matter what, whether they want hugs or brains or flesh or whatever. It's always cool. It's always cool to me.
Our zombies are great because when I look out, there's so many different ones, and so many people like choose a character for the zombie, which just makes it great to watch because it's cool when you can see them and be like, oh, when that wasn't a zombie, that was someone else, and they had this occupation, or they were doing this when they died, and it's cool to be able to look around and like pick out actual stories without knowing their story.
I think like seeing everybody kind of just try to like look out for their own, look out for themselves, the family, or like people around them, like the decisions of like who you're gonna look out for and like how you like handle yourself in one of these situations is actually really interesting to like watch, because you don't know what people are gonna be thinking during these times. So while these actors are playing their parts, you're actually thinking like, well, what if this actually happened? Like, would I be someone to run away and save myself, or would I like stay with my family, or would I save my best friend? Like, it's just, oh, it's crazy.
I think it's interesting because in a situation like this where there's a whole lot going on and you're in serious danger, you're relying almost entirely on your instincts, and you're just raw human, and you really see like what you are and what you are when you're at your worst and in your core, because you don't have time to be fluffy and what you really aren't, and you just have to react on what's inside of you, and it really shows humanity.
I think what Ben pointed out about all of us having someone to rely on is interesting, because as my character, my priority, like I said, is to take care of Judy. Harry's is to take care of his family. Barbara's is just kind of worrying where Johnny is, trying to make sure that he's okay. But Ben has to take care of all of us. He kind of adopts us in a way. And the way that we all handle our priorities and our responsibilities it's really interesting and really takes a deeper look into humanity.
It's going to be a show to see.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
It's going to be, it's like, I wish that I could come see it, because it's going to be something that I've never seen before, and especially since it's not a play, it's a movie.
unlike anything we've ever done.
Yeah.
It's really exciting for all of us.
Yeah, this is a big leap for KTC, and I think my goal personally is to try to make the audience forget that we're actually just high school kids, because we all have really mature roles for our ages, and it's something that's really fun to take on.
I play the role of Helen. I'm his wife, yeah.
Tell me about your character.
Well, I am, this is my lovely daughter, and let's see, we have a very difficult relationship.
You could call it that. I am playing Harry Cooper, and this is my lovely wife Helen and my lovely daughter Karen, and we are one big happy family who is currently going through some relationship issues, and struck by the apocalypse, we've been forced into a cellar to have to deal with each other for all that extra time. And Harry's not exactly a level-headed sort of guy. He's kind of got some anger issues to deal with, but develops the character well. So
I play Karen. I am the dying daughter of these two, and I'm kind of just sitting here the whole time, and I'm slowly going through being attacked by a zombie, and I just kind of zoned out. I'm just pretty much out cold the whole time, and then yeah, dying.
In rehearsals for Night of the Living Dead, this is zombie training, night number 2. And tonight we're doing makeup training. I have 2 professional makeup artists that are coming in. They do makeup at Barrett's Haunted House, and they've offered to come over here to help us out with our production. As you can see behind me, we've got everyone getting ready to put their zombie makeup on. Tonight is kind of the test. We're about 40 days to opening night, and this is the biggest fall production in history for KTC. We had 77 kids audition. I think kids that committed to the process. We probably have about 70 kids that are involved in the show. This is the first multimedia project for KTC Theater, meaning that this is going to be live theater intermixed with video components to tell the story of George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Welcome to rehearsals. It's an honor to have every single one of you in the show. And my philosophy is there's no such thing as a small part, only small actors. You all are vital to the success of this program and this play. And it is an honor to have every single one of you here to express yourselves artistically. So I'm looking forward to today's blocking. So have a seat, eye contact with Ben. I really start to take you more seriously. And it's interesting because we as actors, we think that we have to do a lot to get our point across, right? We have to be full of motion and everything, right? And sometimes you do. But there's a lot to be said about power and stillness. Everyone say power and stillness.
Power and stillness.
And focus your eye contact with another partner.
Now you pay attention to this and try to understand what's happening.
Harry, what's the matter with you?
I just don't want anybody's life on my hands.
Don't worry about anyone else's life, Cooper. Just worry about your own. Now, if you stay up here, you're taking orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
Hey, it's on! It's on! There's no sound. Play with the antenna. Helen, I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough? What's the matter with you?
Do I have to remind you that Tom and Judy are dead? Because from this guy, ever since he's come up here, he's been nothing but trouble. Acting like
This might be it, Cooper.
I think it's different because a lot of people might look at a show like this and think that's going to be all horror based and it's going to be a lot of jump scares and stuff, but it deals a lot more with the interrelationships with all the characters and it goes a lot deeper than just the zombies. I think that's a really cool aspect.
Yeah, Ryan's right. I think it's cool that it's able to be more of a psychological development sort of feature as opposed to straight just horror.
Yeah. Sharp turn if a noise goes on, right? Now imagine the parking lot. You're out there meandering, right? You're walking around, then door shuts. You all turn. And then you're staring at them. They're like, oh my God. Let's get to the theater, buy our tickets! For Night of the Living Dead, November 1st.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
It's gonna be so cool.
It's so fun. I am looking forward to scaring the audience when they first come in.
I can't wait to scare my brother when I get home.
Everyone here is so nice.